Have you ever looked at an old map and wondered, how did ancient cartographers draw such accurate continents, rivers, and mountains without planes, satellites, or even drones? They didn't have aerial views, yet their maps guided explorers across oceans and empires. It's incredible. Some were surprisingly precise. What if I told you they used stars, chains, trigonometry, and insane amounts of human grit to piece together the world from the ground up? Today, we're exploring how people mapped the planet before airplanes, from daring expeditions to clever tools, mathematical breakthroughs, and how it shaped our understanding of Earth. This isn't just old drawings, it's the story of how we conquered distance on paper before conquering the skies. Stick around. You might never look at Google Maps the same way again. Let's journey back to the very beginning of mapping, when humans first tried to capture the world on stone, clay, or parchment. The earliest known maps date to prehistoric times. Cave paintings from tens of thousands of years ago sketched hunting grounds, rivers, and hills, drawn from memory and direct observation to guide tribes. In ancient Babylon, clay tablets etched city layouts and property boundaries, simple but functional, based on walking surveys and trader reports. Egyptian scribes mapped the Nile Valley for taxation and irrigation, using reed rods to measure distances along the riverbanks. The Greeks took it to another level. Early thinkers created circular world maps centered on their own lands, relying on sailor accounts and basic geometry. The background? Exploration drove everything. Phoenician sailors circumnavigated Africa, bringing coastal data. Persian empires mapped roads for fast messengers. No aerial views meant everything came from ground-level observations, star positions, and step-by-step measurements. These early maps weren't perfect. Edges were distorted, the world looked flat, and distant lands filled with myths. But they laid the foundation, blending observation with imagination, setting the stage for more accurate depictions through human determination and clever tools. Humans didn't just draw rough sketches, they pushed the limits with bold expeditions, precise instruments, and constant refinement to map without ever leaving the ground. In ancient China, surveyors used paced measurements and grid systems to create detailed topographic maps for military use. Roman engineers used a simple cross-shaped tool to lay straight roads and measure angles, mapping vast empires mile by mile. Medieval travelers drew pilgrim routes to holy sites, relying on diaries, compass directions, and early magnetic compasses from China. But here's the twist. During the Age of Exploration, sailors plotted courses using portolan charts, detailed coastal maps with rhumb lines for straight sailing, drawn from compass bearings and estimated speeds. Explorers like Columbus relied on these, plus dead reckoning, guessing position by speed and time. The invention of the sextant allowed measuring star angles to the horizon for latitude, while accurate clocks solved longitude. In the 18th and 19th centuries, surveyors chained baselines across continents, using trigonometry to triangulate distant points, measuring one known distance, then angles to build a web of triangles covering thousands of miles. Famous efforts include mapping entire countries by chaining and sighting peaks. These attempts weren't easy. Surveyors faced deserts, mountains, diseases, and wars, but they transformed vague traveler tales into scaled, reliable maps, paving the way for modern cartography. So, what does modern science say about how they achieved this accuracy without aerial views? It was all geometry, astronomy, and relentless fieldwork. Triangulation was the breakthrough. Measure a baseline distance on flat ground, then use precise angle measuring tools to form triangles to far-off points, calculating distances via sine and cosine. Repeat the process across the landscape, and you build a network of known positions with incredible precision. Astronomy gave absolute location. Sextants measured the angle between stars or the sun and the horizon to find latitude. Accurate timepieces solved longitude by comparing local time to a reference. Physics and math made it work. Earth's curvature was accounted for with corrections, and barometers estimated elevation. Weird examples? Polynesian navigators used wave patterns, bird flights, and memorized star paths to cross oceans without instruments. Inca surveyors used knotted strings to record distances. Numbers? Some historical surveys achieved accuracy within a few meters over hundreds of miles. Neuroscience adds, humans excel at spatial memory. The hippocampus builds mental maps from landmarks and routes. Fun fact, Without planes, cartographers used hachures, short lines simulating shadows, to show elevation until contour lines quantified heights precisely. Anthropology shows cultural differences. Some societies mapped via oral stories and songlines, creating mental maps passed down generations. In our hyperconnected world, ancient mapping techniques still echo in GPS and apps, but remind us of the power of human observation amid technology and globalization. Social media revives old methods. Viral videos show people recreating ancient surveying with DIY tools, educating millions. Globalization blends traditions. Digital maps incorporate indigenous knowledge, like songlines for Australian landscapes. Identity plays in. Nations use historical surveys to assert borders, evoking pride. Emotionally, old maps stir nostalgia, like family atlases or antique prints. Tech modernizes. Drones and laser scanning capture terrains ancient mappers could only imagine, but ground triangulation remains essential for underground or restricted areas. In diverse societies, it fosters unity. Crowdsourced maps empower communities to chart their own spaces. Human side? Modern surveyors feel connected to pioneers, using similar principles in extreme environments like Antarctica. Challenges. Climate change erases landmarks, but satellites update maps in real time. Peering into the future, what might mapping without traditional planes look like? The most logical scenario: AI satellites and quantum sensors deliver instant 3D maps, but ground-based triangulation revives for areas with no air access or extreme conditions. The crazy extreme? A global tech blackout forces societies back to chains, stars, and pacing, redrawing the world by foot in a post-digital era. The tech-based one: brain implants let us mind map via augmented reality, Mars colonies use rover triangulation for habitats, space elevators enable massive-scale surveys from orbit. But let's flip this. Maybe the real question isn't how they mapped without planes, but why we undervalue ground-level perspectives in an aerial age. Philosophically, ancient maps captured lived experience, not just data. In a world obsessed with overhead views, do we lose something essential by never walking the land? What if true understanding comes from being in it, not above it? There you have it. Ancient cartographers didn't need planes. They had math, stars, and unbreakable determination, proving humans can map any horizon with ingenuity alone. Maps aren't just paper, they're stories of exploration. Ever tried old school mapping or got a favorite historical map? Share in the comments. I read them all. If this charted new territory for you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more historical adventures. Thanks for watching. Navigate wisely.